when you came out of the jail, and there's Governor Huckabee, Ted Cruz was there as well, Matt, you're there, Eye of the Tigers playing, you received this huge heroine's welcome. Describe that moment. What was that like for you?
Well, the presence of God was very strong there. It was overwhelming, and I was totally unprepared for that, because actually I was prepared that day to have a visitation from Governor Huckabee and from the Benham brothers and Tony Perkins, I believe.
Right. When you went out there and you saw all the people, did you feel supported?
Yes, it was like electric up there.
And yet, I'm sure it wasn't too long thereafter that you learned not everyone was cheering. And there has been severe backlash. I mean, we've covered it here on the show with people, and I say this not to offend you, but just to set the stage for our viewers, that we showed a clip of some women on TV calling you a monster, mocking your appearance, mocking the appearance of your husband. How did that make you feel?
Well, I don't watch the stuff, so I've not seen any of it, and I'm going to keep it that way. Mm-hmm. But, you know, what people say about me does not define who I am. It doesn't make me the person that I am. My God has transformed me, and that's what they don't understand, because they have a different view than what I have. They're considering me to be something that is terrible.
What was the hardest part for you, Kim?
The hardest part, for me, the hardest part about all this is when Judge Bunning called my deputies in. You know, I had weighed the cost for myself, and I'm fine with that because I know what's at stake for me. But when he called my deputies in to force and coerce them to follow his order, I told them, I said, my conscience is mine and yours is yours. You'll have to make a decision. I love you all, and I will not lead you like sheep to the slaughter.
And yet, if your child were gay or lesbian,
I wouldn't write them a marriage license. No way.
How would you explain to them?
I would love them because I love all people. But I would not write them a marriage license.
And to those who say, she must have hatred in her heart, this is bigotry.
No, that's people that don't know me. I have love in my heart for everyone. Everyone has a soul, Megyn. And that's what we're bound as Christians to love and to reach for. You know, I pray for those people that sued me. I heard they got death threats and stuff, and it tore my heart out. I mean, I was crying and at the office, and I said, I don't understand, God, why, you know, these people are suing me.
You prepared to go back to jail if that's what it takes?
Whatever the cost.
What do you think is the lesson here, Kim?
I had received a request from a little girl in 2nd grade. She wrote me an email and asked me if I could just write her something about my office. And I wrote back to her, not even knowing this was even anywhere on the horizon. And I told her that as a young lady, one person can make a difference. And I got that out the other day. I actually found it by mistake. And I read through that and I thought, oh my, one person can make a difference if one person is willing to step out in faith and exercise their faith. One person can make a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As we mentioned, the Kim Davis scandal started with a showdown earlier this month when she refused to issue a marriage license to a gay couple. The exchange was caught on camera. Watch.
Call the police if you want us to leave. You can call the police. I pay your salary. I pay your salary. I pay you to discriminate against me right now. That's what I'm paying for. That's what I'm paying for. I'm paying for this memory with my partner that I love, that I've been with for 17 years. What's the longest you've been with someone, that you've been married to someone?
I'm asking you to leave.
I'm not leaving.
Okay, you all
I'm asking you. I'm not
push back
leaving.
away. You all are more than welcome to stay. Just push back away from the counter.
No,
Just push back
we're
away
not
from the
leaving until
counter.
we have a license. We're not leaving
Then
until
you're
we
going to
have a
have a
license.
long
Do your
day.
job.
Well,
Good
when
day.
they call the police. When they come, I will ask them to arrest you.
Do your job.
Call the police. Call the police.
Yesterday, I spoke with the men in that video, David Moore and Dave Ermold. Were you looking for a confrontation when you went in there?
We were going in that day to get a license, to get a marriage license, and we actually went in. There was another couple that was in front of us, and we saw them get denied right in front of us, and it really was upsetting to see that. And we went up to the counter anyways, and Kim Davis was actually hiding in her office, and she came out to talk to us. I didn't really know what to expect. I really thought we would get a license that day. I thought there was a good chance.
What did you think, David, when she said, you know, under God's authority, and you said, you know, that's not my God?
If someone were to look at that video really closely and look at the demeanor that Kim Davis had that day, when she said that, it was quite nasty, to be quite frank with you. It was. I didn't expect that. I guess I should have expected it, but I didn't expect that it would be so direct. I was upset. That was very bothersome. Actually, what bothered me more than saying under God's authority was when she had said that we were going to have to be held accountable at one point in time, is what she, and I'm paraphrasing there a little bit, is what she stated. I didn't go to the county clerk's office to get a lecture on religion. I went there for a marriage license.
Mm-hmm. What is that like, to be denied the license after being together 17 years?
It's humiliating, to be quite frank with you. I don't know that anybody would want to experience what we went through, what should have really been a 10-minute issue. We walk in, get a license, go out, start planning our wedding, get it ordained, becomes a big national issue, and it was not the best experience, I would say.
What did you think, David, when she was hauled off to jail? Did you want to see her go to jail?
No, we didn't want to see her go to jail. And in fact, I remember the day that it happened, and I saw the image, and I was surprised, and it did not feel good. David, we talked about it that night, and David was upset, you know, and I was upset. That's not what we wanted, but I don't know what the answer is, you know.
To those who say, well, she deserves an accommodation, right? You can have, you know, your rights, and she can have her beliefs, and she deserves an accommodation. What say you?
Well, she still has the right to her religious beliefs, just like we have the rights to our religious beliefs. It's when you try to impose those beliefs on other people, you know, that's when there's an issue. I don't think there should be an accommodation.
Do you have any desire to see her go back to jail?
I don't, no.
I would just want to see her do her job. You know, everybody just wants to see that happen. They want to see her do her job, and we don't have to work around her or make accommodations, or if she can't do her job, then let someone else do it.
Now, let me ask you, do you have like the baker and the photographer secured, or are we heading for more potential trouble?
I called the florist today. They're absolutely fine with it. The bakery, we still have to straighten out.
We'll figure it out. We're going to figure it all out.
There's always
In fact,
Duncan
I'll tell you,
Hines.
with the florist today, yeah, it very well may be.
All right, all the best to you both. Thank you for being on with us and for telling us your story.
Thank you, Megan.
Kim Davis should have been forced to issue those same-sex marriage licenses. Go to facebook.com/The Kelly File and on Twitter @Megyn Kelly. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. This is The Kelly File.